Ever wondered why some men prefer solitude over the company of others? These might be Sigma males, a term you may or may not have come across. But what is a Sigma male, and how does society perceive them? Forget what you think you know about Sigma males. Society's perception of you is about to be turned upside down. Sigma males, a rather intriguing concept, aren't your typical alphas or betas. They are a unique breed, often misunderstood, choosing to walk their own path rather than following the crowd. They're the lone wolves, the enigmatic figures who navigate life with quiet confidence and a distinct sense of individuality. Sigma males are introverted, self-reliant, and highly independent. They are not influenced by societal norms or expectations, and they often operate outside the conventional social hierarchy. Instead of seeking validation or approval, these men find fulfillment in their own pursuits, be it intellectual, creative, or spiritual. They're the men who'd rather spend a Saturday night engrossed in a thought-provoking book than partying in a crowded club. The men who find solace in solitude, who thrive in their own company, and who aren't afraid to march to the beat of their own drum. But how does society perceive these unconventional individuals? It's a mixed bag, really. Some admire their self-sufficiency and independence, while others may see them as aloof or intimidating. They're often labeled as loners, not because they are lonely, but because they're comfortable being alone. Yet, Sigma males are much more than just these labels. They're complex, they're layered, they're intriguing. And it's this intrigue that we're going to unravel as we delve into the 9 ways society perceives Sigma males. We'll explore the good, the bad, and the ugly. We'll challenge stereotypes, debunk myths, and shed light on the often misunderstood Sigma male. So, are you ready to explore the world of Sigma males, to understand their psyche, and to see the world through their lens? Are you ready to challenge your perceptions and perhaps even question your own understanding of masculinity? Intrigued? Let's delve into the 9 ways society perceives Sigma males. Firstly, Sigma males are often seen as lone wolves. Now, this doesn't mean they're howling at the moon or marking their territory, but rather, they tend to be solitary creatures, preferring their own company to the hustle and bustle of social gatherings. Picture a man sitting alone in a cafe, engrossed in a book or lost in his thoughts. He seems perfectly content, doesn't he? This is a typical scene from the life of a Sigma male. They don't rely on social interactions for their happiness or sense of self-worth. They are comfortable in their own skin, and they enjoy their own company. However, this love for solitude can sometimes paint Sigma males as loners or outsiders. It's easy to mistake their preference for quietude as a dislike for people. But let's clear up this misconception. Sigma males aren't antisocial, they're selectively social. They're not averse to social interaction, but they're not dependent on it either. They choose quality over quantity and value deep, meaningful connections over shallow, fleeting acquaintances. Being lone wolves also means they have a certain independence that others might lack. They make their own rules, follow their own path, and aren't easily swayed by the opinions of others. This can be quite liberating, but it can also be misinterpreted. People might see them as aloof or detached, when in reality they're just marching to the beat of their own drum. But it's not all about solitude and independence. Being a lone wolf also fosters resilience. Sigma males are used to handling things on their own, making them incredibly self-reliant. They're not afraid to face challenges head-on, and they don't shy away from adversity. This resilience is one of the many strengths of a Sigma male. So, let's not mistake their solitude for loneliness, or their independence for indifference. Sigma males are lone wolves, yes, but they're also resilient, independent, and introspective. They may be lone wolves, but there's more to a Sigma male than meets the eye. Secondly, the Sigma males are often perceived as mysterious. Now, isn't that a tantalizing trait? Who doesn't get pulled into the allure of a good mystery? And that's just what Sigma males tend to exude. You see, their preference for solitude doesn't equate to shyness or introversion. Instead, it's a conscious choice, a preference for their own company over the constant chatter of the crowd. This deliberate withdrawal from society doesn't make them hermits. Oh no. It makes them enigmatic figures, like the unread book on the highest shelf, the unopened letter in your mailbox, or the forgotten path in the woods. Their solitude is not a sign of weakness, but a wellspring of strength, a testament to their independence and self-reliance. It's this solitude that adds layers to their persona, making them seem like an unsolved puzzle, a riddle waiting to be deciphered. People can't help but be intrigued by them. They wonder, what's going on in that head of his? What's he thinking? What's he planning? The answers to these questions are locked away, hidden behind the stoic facade of the Sigma male. Their silence isn't empty but filled with thoughts, ideas, and plans that they choose to keep to themselves. This perception of mystery creates a unique appeal, an irresistible pull towards the Sigma males. It's like a moth drawn to a flame, a magnet attracting iron filings. People find themselves curious, even fascinated by these solitary figures who march to the beat of their own drum, who live life on their own terms, who don't feel the need to explain themselves to anyone. However, being perceived as mysterious comes with its own set of challenges. It can lead to misunderstandings, misconceptions, and at times isolation. But Sigma males, with their resilience and self-assuredness, navigate these challenges with a calm and composed demeanor, turning their perceived mystery into an asset rather than a liability. But mystery is just one part of a Sigma male's persona. Indeed, it's a significant part, but there's so much more to the Sigma male than just the air of enigma. Their mystery is just the tip of the iceberg, a glimpse into the complex and captivating world of the Sigma male. So, stay tuned as we delve deeper into the intriguing perceptions of Sigma males in our next segment. Thirdly, Sigma males are seen as nonconformists. They have a unique way of looking at the world, and they're not afraid to go against the grain. They often reject societal norms and expectations, leading to a perception of them as rebels or nonconformists. But let's delve a bit deeper into this. Sigma males, by their nature, are independent thinkers. They don't just follow the crowd or accept things at face value. Instead, they question, they analyze, and they form their own opinions. This nonconformity is not about being rebellious for rebellion's sake. No, it's about a genuine belief in their own path, their own way of doing things. They don't feel the need to fit into societal norms, to stick to the script that's been laid out for them. They don't seek validation from others. They don't need to conform to feel accepted or valued. And this can be quite unsettling for some. It can cause a sense of discomfort, a feeling of unease, because it challenges the status quo. It shakes up the established order of things. And yet, this nonconformity, this rejection of societal norms, doesn't stem from a desire to cause disruption or chaos. It's not about being contrarian. It's about authenticity. It's about staying true to oneself, about not compromising one's beliefs or values for the sake of fitting in. Sigma males value their freedom and autonomy. They cherish their independence. They don't allow societal pressures to dictate their actions or influence their decisions. They navigate through life on their own terms, carving their own path, shaping their own destiny. This nonconformity, however, can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it sets Sigma males apart. It makes them unique. It allows them to stand out from the crowd. But on the other hand, it can also lead to misunderstandings, to misinterpretations, to misconceptions. It can create a sense of alienation, a feeling of being misunderstood or misjudged. But despite these challenges, despite these potential pitfalls, Sigma males remain steadfast. They continue to embrace their nonconformity, to uphold their independence, to champion their individuality, because for them, authenticity trumps conformity. Freedom outweighs acceptance, and individuality supersedes societal expectations. Being a nonconformist can be a double-edged sword, but it's a crucial part of a Sigma male's identity. Fourthly, Sigma males are perceived as independent thinkers. They march to the beat of their own drum, unswayed by societal norms or popular opinions. They are the epitome of originality, possessing an uncanny ability to forge their own path and think outside the box. This unique trait sets them apart from the rest, making them a rare breed in a world that often favors conformity and uniformity. Sigma males aren't just independent in their actions, but in their thoughts as well. They have a unique perspective on life, viewing the world through a different lens. They don't just accept things at face value. Instead, they question, they ponder, they analyze. Their minds are always at work, dissecting and understanding the world around them in their own unique way. This independent thinking can be both a blessing and a curse. On the one hand, it allows the Sigma male to come up with innovative ideas and solutions that others may not see. Their ability to see the world from a different perspective can lead to groundbreaking discoveries and advancements. On the other hand, this trait can lead to misunderstanding and isolation. Because they think differently, Sigma males can sometimes come off as eccentric or even strange. Their ideas may be seen as too radical or too unconventional, leading others to dismiss them as impractical or unrealistic. Despite these challenges, Sigma males remain steadfast in their independent thinking. They are not deterred by the opinions of others. Instead, they continue to think freely, embracing their uniqueness and individuality. They understand that their independent thinking is what sets them apart, what makes them unique, and they wouldn't have it any other way. Independent thinking is a trait admired by many. It speaks of courage, resilience, and a refusal to be confined by societal norms. But it's important to remember that this is just one aspect of the Sigma male. There's so much more to them than meets the eye. Independent thinking is a trait admired by many, but it's not the only thing that sets Sigma males apart. They are a complex blend of traits and characteristics, each adding to the enigma that is the Sigma male. And we still have more to uncover as we delve deeper into understanding the Sigma male persona. Fifthly, Sigma males are often seen as unpredictable. Buckle up, because we're about to dive into the world of the unpredictable, the enigmatic, the Sigma male. Sigma males are not your typical run-of-the-mill individuals. Their unconventional lifestyle and behavior often leave others guessing, creating an air of unpredictability around them. They don't follow the herd, nor do they conform to societal norms. Instead, they dance to the beat of their own drum, making them come off as unpredictable or hard to read. Imagine trying to predict the path of a leaf floating on the wind. It's nearly impossible, right? That's what it's like trying to guess a Sigma male's next move. They could be engrossed in a book one minute and off on a spontaneous adventure the next. This unpredictability, this refusal to be pigeonholed, is what makes them so fascinating to some, and perhaps a little daunting to others. It's like trying to solve a complex puzzle where the pieces are constantly changing. It's the thrill of the chase, the mystery that keeps you hooked. You can't predict what a Sigma male will do next because they themselves might not have decided yet. They live in the moment, they improvise, and they adapt. They are the masters of their own destiny, the captains of their ship, navigating through the unpredictable seas of life. But let's be clear, this unpredictability is not a sign of instability or lack of direction. Oh no, it's a testament to their adaptability, their willingness to embrace change, and their ability to thrive in uncertainty. It's their way of keeping life interesting and avoiding the monotony that often comes with routine. They are like the wild card in a deck of cards, the joker in the pack. You never know when they will show up or what they will do, but you can be sure it will be something interesting, something out of the ordinary, something unpredictable. So, what's the takeaway here? Well, Sigma males are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Their unpredictability is a part of their charm, a part of their identity. It keeps people on their toes, keeps them guessing, keeps them intrigued. Unpredictability can be exciting or daunting depending on who you ask. But one thing's for sure, it's never dull when a Sigma male is around. Sixthly, Sigma males are perceived as self-sufficient. Sigma males are the embodiment of the phrase, standing on your own 2 feet. Their natural inclination towards independence, coupled with a strong sense of self-reliance, paints a picture of a man who is self-sufficient. But what does it mean to be self-sufficient? It's about more than just paying your own bills or living alone. It's about emotional independence, about being comfortable in one's own skin, about not needing external validation to feel good about oneself. It's about being able to handle life's challenges without falling apart, about being resourceful, about knowing how to take care of oneself physically, mentally, and emotionally. Sigma males seem to have this trait in spades. They don't seek out others to solve their problems or to make them feel complete. They're not the type to rely on others for their happiness or fulfillment. They're perfectly content to be alone, to work alone, to think alone. They're not afraid of solitude. In fact, they often thrive in it. This self-sufficiency can be both a strength and a weakness. On the positive side, it allows Sigma males to be resilient, to weather life's storms without getting swept away. They're not easily swayed by the opinions of others, and they don't let societal expectations dictate their actions or their identity. On the flip side, this self-sufficiency can sometimes come off as aloofness or indifference. It can make them seem detached, unreachable. It can create a barrier between them and the world, a wall that's not easily scaled. But this is not about arrogance or superiority. It's about self-preservation, about maintaining their autonomy and their sense of self. So while self-sufficiency may seem like an enviable trait, it's not without its challenges. But Sigma males, with their quiet strength and their unwavering independence, navigate these challenges with grace and resilience. They may walk alone, but they walk strong, unburdened by the weight of societal expectations or the need for external validation. Self-sufficiency is a trait many aspire to have, and Sigma males seem to have it in abundance. Seventhly, Sigma males can be seen as intimidating. Now don't get this twisted. It isn't because they possess an imposing physical stature or a threatening demeanor. No, the intimidation factor stems from their solitary and independent nature. Picture this: a man who doesn't need the approval or validation of society, a man who walks his own path, a man who seems to hold an inner secret about navigating life that he shares with no one. That's a Sigma male for you. This sense of self-sufficiency, this aura of mystery, can indeed be intimidating for some. We live in a world where people are often judged by their social interactions. We're so used to people who constantly seek validation, who need to be part of the group, who can't seem to stand on their own. When someone comes along who doesn't fit this mold, it can be unsettling. It can make us question our own choices, our own dependence on societal norms. And that, my friends, can be intimidating. But here's the thing. This perceived intimidation is not about the Sigma male being unapproachable or standoffish. It's quite the contrary. Sigma males are often open to genuine connections and meaningful conversations. It's just that they don't waste time on superficial interactions. They don't engage in small talk just for the sake of filling the silence. They value their time, their energy, and they choose to invest it wisely. So if you find a Sigma male intimidating, ask yourself why. Is it because they reflect a level of independence you wish you had? Is it because they challenge the status quo, the societal norms you've grown accustomed to? Or is it simply because they're different, and that difference can be scary? Remember, Sigma males are not trying to intimidate you. They are just living their lives in their own way, on their own terms. They are the embodiment of the saying, "To thine own self be true." Intimidation, however, is not a Sigma male's intention. Eighthly, Sigma males are often misunderstood. This misunderstanding stems from the fact that Sigma males don't play by society's rules. They're not the life of the party like alphas, nor are they the submissive betas. They're in their own league, and this can be confusing for people who are used to the traditional social hierarchy. Society has a habit of misinterpreting their solitude as arrogance, their silence as indifference, and their independence as rebelliousness. But the truth is, Sigma males are just comfortable marching to the beat of their own drum. They prefer introspection over small talk, solitude over crowded spaces, and authenticity over conformity. These misconceptions can lead to stereotypes and biases. People may label them as antisocial, aloof, or even eccentric. But these labels are merely reflections of society's inability to understand the Sigma's unique way of life. Misunderstanding can lead to prejudice, but it's up to us to seek understanding. Lastly, Sigma males are often admired. Despite the cloud of misconceptions that often surround them, this admiration is not without reason. They are the embodiment of independence, forging their own paths in a world that tries to dictate the right way to live. They are the epitome of self-reliance, standing on their own 2 feet, unafraid to face the world alone. They are the champions of nonconformity, challenging societal norms, and refusing to be boxed into conventional roles. This admiration is not universal, of course. Not everyone understands or appreciates the Sigma way, but those who do see the strength in their solitude, the wisdom in their silence, the courage in their nonconformity. They see a man who doesn't follow the crowd, but instead carves his own path. They see a man who doesn't seek validation, but instead finds satisfaction in his own achievements. Admiration, like beauty, lies in the eyes of the beholder. So there you have it, the 9 ways society perceives Sigma males. From the lone wolves who roam the social landscapes with an air of independence, to the mysterious men who captivate us with their enigmatic presence. We've traversed the intriguing world of the nonconformists who refuse to adhere to societal norms, and the independent thinkers whose unique perspectives challenge the status quo. In our journey, we've also encountered the unpredictable, those Sigma males who keep us on our toes with their spontaneous spirit. We've admired the self-sufficient, who embody the essence of self-reliance, and the intimidating, whose strong presence can sometimes be misinterpreted as unapproachable. We've addressed the misunderstood, those Sigma males who are often misread due to their solitary nature. And finally, we've celebrated the admirable, who earn respect through their integrity and authenticity. Each of these perceptions paints a different shade of the Sigma male, creating a complex and compelling portrait. It's a reminder of the diversity that exists within human personality, and the importance of understanding and respecting this diversity. Sigma males, like all of us, are shaped by a unique blend of experiences, traits, and values. They're not a monolith, but a mosaic of characteristics, each more intriguing than the last. By exploring these perceptions, we've not only gained insight into Sigma males, but also a broader understanding of the human psyche. It's crucial to remember that these perceptions aren't definitive labels, but merely lenses through which we view and understand Sigma males. And like any lens, they can be adjusted, refined, and even replaced as our understanding evolves. The beauty of the human experience lies in its variety. It's a spectrum of personalities, perspectives, and possibilities. And so while society may perceive Sigma males in these 9 ways, there's always more to discover, more to understand, and more to appreciate. Remember, Sigma males aren't a puzzle to be solved, but individuals to be understood.